What's going on again? This is your boy King Gabe here. We got another toy review with a Transformer, another Decepticon here called Bonecrusher. And if you thought Barricade was scary, you ain't well. We're looking at a scare factor already, and he's not even in robot mode yet. I mean, look at this thing. Look at that. Of course, he is also from the first Michael Bay Transformer movie. And in that movie, when he first appeared, he did not give a crap of what he was doing, because he was on the free. He was the scene they showed him on the freeway with this claw thing, and he was just just randomly throwing cars off the freeway and stuff. Optimus had to quickly, transform, turn around, and deal with this dude right then and there. Because I mean, Bonecrusher was just like, yeah, destruction, and he didn't really speak much, as far as he didn't really speak much. It would just, most of his dialogue while he was causing destruction and stuff was like, yeah. Oh boy. Taz would be like, wow, and they think I'm hard to understand. Yeah. Oh boy. So yeah, this is Bonecrusher. Yeah, and you probably can see first thing just from his name, first thing come to my mind is Bonesaw from Spider-Man. Like, Bonesaw is ready. So just imagine if this was a wrestler, he'd be like, Bonecrusher is ready. Hey, freak show, you're going nowhere. I got you for 3 minutes. 3 minutes of playtime. Ding ding. What you doing up there? Staying away from you. So, yeah, I guess maybe this is the vehicle that Bonesaw might drive. So, and notice and with my ring light, I put it on the red light to really show how terrifying he is. Of course, let me know if y'all think the same there. And also, the fact of this whole thing of looking scary sort of makes me think of what one of my aunts from my back during my 12th birthday party. I got the Beast Wars Dragon Megatron from the of course 90s Beast Wars release back then, the old Dragon Megatron model, as a birthday present for my 12th birthday. And it was like real big and everything. Everybody like, woo! But one of my aunts, it wasn't, because I had it on film. But after the party was over and everything, we was getting ready to go and stuff. One of my aunts was like, that Dragon Megatron was really terrifying to her. Which, yeah, I mean, he is a Predacon, so. Yeah, he's kind of. Now okay. I was trying to get his claw to just stay up in the air on its own for the thumbnail picture there. Let's see, maybe because he stood up just a minute ago. Oh, so now you're gonna be like little baby Richie in Family Matters when he said "Mama." Let's say, oh boy. Or the Michigan J Frog, he say, hello my baby, hello my honey, hello my ragtime doll, kiss me my heart's on fire, kiss me my heart's on fire, if you deceive me then I'll receive you, and I'll be telling hobo, something, and tell me I'm your love. Yeah, and then you go and show them to somebody who's ribbit. So anyway, let's get to the point. The claw, yeah, or if you want to, or maybe the claw from Inspector Gadget. I'll get you next time, Gadget. next time. So yeah, it's got now I will say first time I got him and I was trying to change because he did come packaged in robot mode. So I was trying to change him back into his vehicle mode, and one thing that I got stuck on, I was trying to figure out how to get this back in place because I kept thinking this wheel somehow would, come down. But turns out this wheel is just up here like this. That's apparently just the way it's supposed to be. I don't know why, but that's just the way it's supposed to be. But it's the other wheels that roll, Yeah, wheels that roll and everything. Yep, and then we got the undercarriage. You see his robot mode head kind of hanging there, but it's turned around, so yeah, you can't see the face. Yep, and that's pretty much how he looks for the vehicle mode. He is pretty scary looking, even just basically because of this claw. And this claw does come off. So what I'm gonna do for the transformation, I'm gonna go on and take it off. Now you can leave it on for transformation if you want. I'm just gonna take it off to get it out the way, and then I'll reattach it after I change him to robot mode. And of course, that's also gonna be his weapon too in both modes, as well as, well, he pretty much is a weapon himself. So much like Barricade, you're gonna kind of open him up. Let's see, kind of crack him open. Okay, wait. Kind of. Oh dear, okay, open up there, and it's kind of got to work with them. I think I changed Barricade more so than I did Bonecrusher, so yeah, gotta bear with me. Yeah, open that up. Just pretty much cracking them open, and yeah, there we go. Okay. So yeah, kind of got to work with them a little bit there. Let's see. I think okay. Let's kind of keep working it there. Yeah, kind of bring that up here. Got a little Gmail alert there. Okay, so this is where robot mode is. So obviously got to come up here. Oh. Okay, yeah, here we go. I think this kind of comes around to, yeah, I think this is gonna form, yeah, kind of form them. So to try to work, I'm kind of going by the formation of what the robot mode, that's the way the robot mode head look, by the way. It look like I see, wait, I think I remember. Okay, you bring these around. These are going to be the legs, I think. Yeah, turn that. And then you're going to bring these two wheels right here. You're going to make sure make sure you pull them together. And what you're going to do, you're going to take this torso piece and you're going to clip the wheels into this torso. Yeah, like that. There we go. Now, I'm gonna bring the head up, and we're going to work out his feet. Kind of work out these pieces here. Yeah, kind of like that. Because in the movie, he kind of was like he was on skates there a little bit. There, the way his robot mode formation came out. Let's see. I think kind of. Let's see, I think this is supposed to go up, I think, maybe not. Okay. Well, anyway, let's kind of work these arms a bit here. Yeah, like, there we go. So that's sort of like shoulder pads, and yeah, kind of bring this out. He got some long arms there. He's the long arm of the law. The long arm of the law is closing in on you, you scurry rabbit. So yeah, it's got a big hand. Big old hand. Well, at least he ain't staring at me with them big old eyes, like the Flying Dutchman say. And stop staring at me with them big old eyes. Sound like something my grandparents would say. Okay, so yeah, we got long hands apparently. Let's see if they can come up a little bit, kind of get that torso piece back in place here. Yeah, bring down. And I think I want to say that's it. Let's see, maybe. Yeah, I guess maybe. Let's see, okay, I'm just trying to make sure I remember how these pieces were hanging on them there. I think you just kind of. I think that's the thing. They just kind of hang up, unless there's some way. Nope, that's not it. I'm trying to think. Maybe there was some way they kind of clipped together. Yeah, because it seemed like something goes in there. Unless maybe I'm tripping now. Now that one, this one's kind of, this one, I ain't gonna lie, this one's kind of a challenge here. It's mostly trying to get his arms arranged there. Especially, so, yeah. Yeah, hold on just a second there. So, this is pretty much what you get for the robot mode. Definitely a thing of nightmares. He's watch out. This is I think Freddy Krueger is gonna have some competition here because he's got this very weird looking alien face and everything, and like I say, his arms are extremely long there, extremely long. Now, honestly, I don't know if I've mentioned this in any previous video, but I'm pretty sure or I may have possibly said this some video on one of my other channels, but I did make a comment about how Starscream looked in the Michael Bay movie. He is the one Transformer in the Michael Bay films that I did not approve of, and not just because he's a Decepticon, but you see how like Bonecrusher's arms are. Now, yeah, they are kind of far out, but you can still bring them in. You know, like so they're not completely far out, and he has this kind of weird long arm thing going. But with Starscream, yeah, his arms were out really far apart, and and then there was also, he had this weird thing kind of in the chest, which looked like something very inappropriate there that I'm not going to say here to keep it family friendly, but yeah, you'd have to see it for yourself on the PG-13 movie. So yeah, yeah, like I say, long arms were too long on Starscream, and he was and had a very inappropriate chest piece look. But other than that, yeah, that design would have worked if they just changed that a little bit. Bonecrusher here, probably, I think this works better with him. For one thing, he doesn't, nothing on him is inappropriate in appearance or anything like that. He just pretty much looks like a scary Decepticon. Possibly, I'm going to say, possibly slightly more scarier than Barricade going by, you know, when he was in action in the movie there. So, and yep, like I say, yeah, you see how his robot mode feet are, because he still got the wheels present. So if you raise the arms up a little bit, you can kind of, because he did sort of do a little skating action in the movie. Let's see, I'm trying to think how to pull this off here to keep the torso in place there. But he pulled it off in the movie, yeah, sort of. I guess maybe if you, I guess sort of maybe raise this a little bit here. I would say maybe raise this up a bit. You sort of can get that. And he did, yeah, them arms were pretty long in the movie as well. So yeah, they did get it accurate. So, yeah, he sort of had that going, and I took a look at a toy review of this figure, and yeah, you're gonna have to kind of keep this torso piece in place, much like certain parts of Barricade. Yeah, he will sometime come loose there because of the way his formation is. You can fold this back up and sort of have this going on there for his arm, or just leave it down like that there, just sort of have a range of positions. But the guy who was reviewing it, he just had it in this form there, pretty much there. This and the rest of the, and of course he's got quite a bit of kibble, which, because of what he's supposed to, pretty much how he's supposed to be and everything. Again, this was show accurate. It sort of reminds me of Depth Charge. He had a lot of backpack action going on, which was also present in the show. But of course, Depth Charge was despite the backpack issues, Depth Charge is a cool looking Transformer to begin with, and he's sort of that. I sort of consider him the Wolverine of Beast Wars. So yeah, it's like, what backpack? So Bonecrusher, yeah, pretty much a similar issue, a similar thing going here, but like I say, it's not a major issue. Head can turn all the way around. Of course, his torso is pretty much stuck in place, so that's pretty much what you're gonna get. And you see how the arms move. Yeah, I kind of have to be careful with moving them. Then of course he got like a lot of this kind of hanging off of him and stuff like that. In the toy reviews I've seen, it doesn't latch on or anything, but you can possibly get it to just stay somewhat there, I guess. Just kind of press down. Okay, yeah. Kind of can stay, but it's going to come back loose there. Yeah. But I guess there are some toys where it would, stay in there a little bit better. But, and then of course, his claw weapon, got to put that back on. It goes in the same spot that it did in the vehicle mode, which is now up here. Just sort of, yeah, like that. I think I got it in there, right? Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, you can pretty much, just sort of work that a little bit there. Yeah, you sort of can have this going on here. I saw somebody kind of work it like, I think they sort of had it like this. Sort of had this going on. Yeah, just put it back. It'll pop back on. Sort of had this going on where they sort of arranged it like that. So it's just sort of hanging off of them there. Or they say sometimes you can do, let's see, this kind of action. Kind of turn them around. You could imagine, I could imagine in this formation him sort of firing these claws like missiles, like so he's pretty much a weapon of his own there, with and without that, even without the claw action going on. And of course, if you do this, there's not much, and then I know I didn't show much move with the leg, but that's because of like how this torso piece is. Yeah, he can move his legs, but that torso is going to come loose. So, yeah, much like Megazords, he's sort of a brick if you're trying to keep him in one piece there. Then, of course, like I say, you can somewhat do this action. I'm pretty sure in the movie it probably came out a little bit longer, and there's a little gimmick. Yeah, there we go. So, depending on what position you have the claws in, you can get this action going on. Yep, there we go. Mine is a little stiff for some reason, so hopefully if you get one, yeah, maybe it'd be a little easier for you to do it. Hey, come on, there we go. So, yeah, you can do that. Something you can do. But then again, like the guy showed in his review, you can do that, or you can do this, or you can do this, or this, or this. So there you. Let me get him back. Let me get him back. And he doesn't want. He doesn't give a crap. He doesn't give a crap how he looks. Well, he is Bonecrusher. He doesn't care. He just doesn't care at all. So, yeah, that's pretty much Bonecrusher there. I kind of like, yeah, like I say, like Barrick. One reason that I picked him up like Barricade was because in going through like which Decepticons and Autobots I wanted to get, you know, collecting these, I was remembering how scary him and Barricade looked. See a little size comparison there. They're not too different in size. I'm pretty sure in the movie Bonecrusher was a lot bigger, but yeah, not too much. I mean, he is taller than Barricade, so I mean they kind of got that accurate there. Yep. So, little cameo from Barricade. Yeah, so much. Yeah, that's him. Yep. Let me kind of zoom in on the. Yeah, so that's pretty. He himself, his weapons are pretty much built into. It's pretty much, I would say, the arms and those claws are pretty much going to be the weapons that he goes with there, and he just. Yeah, he's pretty much, it's pretty much almost like an evil transformed Decepticon version of the Hulk there. So anyway, that's Bonecrusher. Definitely like, share, and subscribe. Get our available books. Definitely support us on Patreon, just like Iceman Universe does, and check out some of his stuff like reactions to Hey Arnold, Courage, and Eddie, Naruto, One Piece, and Spy Family. Also support the Miracle Crew, yours truly, King Gabe, Queen Tina, Big Sis Casey, Janara Nellens, Jen, aka Chris Godfrey, and also EJ the Supreme. And hang out with us on the live stream Facebook and on Discord. And let's tell each other some stuff on the McCary app. And we will see y'all in the next video. Y'all take care, everybody. Peace out.